The Rolls-Royce Phantom was never supposed to be this perfect. It became it anyway. Umbrellas hidden indoors, engines quieter than libraries, a single car taking 6 months to build by hand. These are 12 weird facts about the Rolls-Royce Phantom. And the bonus, let's just say even the floor mats are controversial. Hold tight, this gets expensive fast. Fact 1. The umbrella engineering marvel hidden within the doors of every Phantom lies one of Rolls-Royce's most brilliant innovations. Custom umbrellas that deploy automatically when needed. But these aren't ordinary umbrellas. Each costs a staggering $1,200 and features an ingenious drainage system that prevents water from dripping inside your $500,000 interior. These umbrellas aren't just practical. They're works of art crafted from the same materials used in luxury yacht sails to withstand the elements while maintaining their elegance. And should you misplace one, Rolls-Royce's dedication to service borders on obsession. They'll hand-deliver a replacement anywhere on Earth within 48 hours. What seems like a simple feature actually required 2 years of engineering perfection to create a hidden mechanism that would never fail, no matter how often it's deployed. This attention to detail in something as mundane as umbrella storage perfectly encapsulates the Phantom philosophy. Fact 2. The silent engine. The Phantom's FAL 12 engine presents an engineering paradox. It's so quiet that Rolls-Royce actually had to add artificial engine noise so drivers would know it's running. At idle, this mechanical masterpiece produces less noise than the refrigerator in your kitchen, despite generating 563 horsepower. To achieve this supernatural silence, engineers pack 130 pounds of sound-deadening materials throughout the car. The engine bay itself is lined with acoustic materials originally developed for professional recording studios, where absolute silence is mandatory. During development, test drivers wear specialized headphones that amplify sound, allowing them to detect even microscopic acoustic imperfections that normal human ears would miss. This obsession with silence is why the Phantom seems to float rather than drive. Fact 3. 6 months of hand-built perfection. Each Phantom requires precisely 450 hours of human craftsmanship spread across 6 months of meticulous production. Consider the steering wheel alone. A single craftsman spends 17 hours stitching its leather by hand, creating a tactile perfection that machines simply cannot replicate. The Phantom's production line at Goodwood, England moves with glacial deliberation. Workers literally walk alongside each car for weeks, perfecting every detail. This painstaking process limits production to just 12 Phantoms per week, a number that ensures exclusivity. Every Phantom is assigned a dedicated team of 5 master craftspeople who sign their names inside the engine bay upon completion, a tradition that connects these artisans permanently to their creation. This isn't manufacturing, it's mechanical artwork. Fact 4. The $500,000 paint job process. The Phantom's exterior finish involves 5 separate coats applied over a 3-week process, so meticulous that it borders on scientific research. Each car consumes enough paint to completely cover a small aircraft, with technicians applying microscopic layers for perfect depth. For particularly discerning clients, the final coat can contain real crushed diamonds mixed into the paint for a subtle sparkle that's impossible to replicate. The environment where this happens is cleaner than many hospital operating rooms to prevent even a single dust particle from contaminating the finish. If a painted panel suffers even a minor scratch, Rolls-Royce protocol demands stripping and repainting the entire section, a process that can cost upwards of $50,000. This isn't vanity, it's the only way to maintain the paint's perfect continuity. Fact 5. Leather from bulls. The Phantom's interior leather comes exclusively from bulls raised in regions without barbed wire fencing to prevent even the tiniest scars on their hides. Each car precisely requires leather from 15 bulls, carefully selected for grain patterns that perfectly match across the entire interior. These bulls live in climate-controlled environments and follow specialized diets to produce hides of unparalleled quality. Rolls-Royce employs leather inspectors with standards so exacting that they reject 80% of hides for imperfections invisible to untrained eyes. A single Phantom seat requires 3 complete bull hides and 40 hours of hand-stitching. This isn't upholstery, it's leather artistry, elevated to a standard that existed before mass production was even invented. Fact 6. The Starlight Headliner Galaxy. Look up inside a Phantom, and you'll witness 1,340 hand-placed fiber optic lights creating a perfect night sky. What makes this feature truly exceptional is its customization. Owners can request the exact star pattern from meaningful nights in their lives, like their wedding or a child's birth. Each fiber optic strand is positioned by master craftsmen using tweezers and magnifying glasses, working with the precision of jewelers. The system can even display shooting stars and twinkling effects, controlled discreetly from the dashboard. Creating a single Starlight Headliner requires 17 hours of precise work by artisans trained specifically for this task. This isn't interior lighting, it's bringing the cosmos indoors for the ultimate personalization. Fact 7. Suspension system. The Phantom suspension system employs forward-facing cameras that scan the road 100 times per second, creating a predictive system that adjusts each wheel independently before hitting imperfections, not after. This anticipatory approach transforms how the car feels. The technology allows passengers to cruise over speed bumps at 30 miles per hour without disrupting their champagne. Originally developed for military tanks traversing battle-damaged terrain, this system creates the Phantom's signature magic carpet ride that makes passengers forget their inner vehicle at all. Fact 8. The Spirit of Ecstasy. The iconic Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament harbors sophisticated security features. Touch it unexpectedly, and it retracts into the hood in just 0.3 seconds. Made from high-grade stainless steel, replacing this symbol costs $3,000 if stolen or damaged. Owners can customize their Spirit with different poses, materials, or even likenesses of themselves or loved ones. An illuminated version glows softly at night, guiding the Phantom through darkness with quiet dignity. The retraction mechanism has been tested over 1 million cycles without failure, engineering overkill that exemplifies why these cars retain value decades after production. Fact 9. Doors that weigh more than motorcycles. Each Phantom door weighs a substantial 130 pounds, heavier than many motorcycles, primarily due to dense sound insulation and luxury materials. The engineering team spent years perfecting the signature thunk these doors make when closing, a sound that communicates substance without noise. Special hydraulic systems assist with opening and closing these massive portals effortlessly. The door handles alone require 6 hours to machine from solid aluminum blocks before being hand-polished to perfection. Fact 10. The Bespoke Wood. The Phantom's wood trim comes from trees that grew for over 50 years in perfect conditions. Each car uses wood exclusively from a single tree to ensure perfect grain matching throughout the interior, a detail that creates visual harmony. The craftspeople in Rolls-Royce's woodshop train for 10 years before they're allowed to work on Phantom components. A single dashboard requires 5 weeks of cutting, shaping, and hand polishing to achieve its mirror finish. To ensure consistent supply of perfect timber, Rolls-Royce maintains relationships with specific forests worldwide, selecting trees with the same meticulousness they select everything else. Fact 11. The Refrigerated Champagne compartment. The Phantom's optional champagne cooler maintains Dom Perignon at precisely the perfect temperature, accompanied by crystal glasses that cost $500 each and are crash-tested to the same safety standards as critical components. A specialized vibration dampening system prevents champagne from losing carbonation during drives, while the cooling system maintains temperature for 8 hours without the engine running, perfect for impromptu celebrations wherever the Phantom takes you. Fact 12. The price tag. A fully equipped Phantom starts around $600,000 before custom options, with the most expensive example ever sold reaching $2.3 million after bespoke modifications. Simple options like personalized embroidery can add $50,000 to the final price. The waiting list stretches to 18 months for standard models, with fully bespoke creations requiring even longer patience. The profit margin on a single Phantom exceeds what many automobile manufacturers make on an entire production run of conventional vehicles. The Phantom's floor mats are crafted from lamb's wool, costing $2,000 per square foot, more expensive than many luxury home carpets. Each mat is hand-woven by artisans who specialize exclusively in Rolls-Royce interiors. These mats receive proprietary stain-resistant treatments that cost more than most people's monthly rent. Replacing a complete set runs $15,000 and requires a 3-month production wait. Some owners have been known to frame their used floor mats as art pieces worth more than new economy cars. From hidden umbrellas to diamond-infused paint, the Rolls-Royce Phantom proved that perfection isn't just possible. It's profitable. This incredible machine redefined what luxury means when money becomes no object. If you learned something expensive today that changed how you see automotive craftsmanship, smash that like button and subscribe for more facts that'll cost you nothing but blow your mind.